See, I be trying to be quiet. As quiet as kept, as quiet as I can, as strong as I can be. But let me tell you something. When people play on your intelligence, let's talk about when people play on your intelligence. I had to turn my air up because it's 93 degrees. I'm waiting for it. Say it's 93 degrees outside. I'm waiting on my daughter to get off the bus so she can help me with this bag that I got from Target, because I got 2 bags and I got the baby. But let me just talk about something right quick. And I'm not trying to disrespect, put anybody business out there, anything like that. Let me just say that as a disclaimer. This is my truth. When things is happening in your life and you need someone to be there for you, to tell you it's going to be okay, to just hug you, give you a kiss, something, just be there, show up, support. It is so sad when people cannot support you, but you have supported them throughout all types of things and they cannot support you. It's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. And I'm going to just say this from my personal experience. I went through what I like to call a humiliation ritual during my pregnancy and after my pregnancy. And the reason why I say it was a humiliation ritual, because something was said about me that was not true. For one, it was a big accusation, a really messy accusation that was not true. One. A lot of things happen after. I understand when people do things that hurt your feelings get hurt. My feelings have gotten hurt. My feelings was hurt. And some more. I felt a lot of different emotions. I forgot that I was pregnant. And I wanted to throw hands, you know? And that's not even my character. That's not even me. Like, I have been completely out of character. My nervous system has been completely out of whack for 2 years. About to be 2 years, because my son's birthday is August 8th. And I just want to say this because I'm posting this on YouTube, and I don't care, because this is my truth. So I'm going to say this. If something happens, somebody say something that's not true, but it hurts your feelings, and then you decide to hurt the other person, not the person who said it, but me. Somebody said something that wasn't true about me that hurt my feelings, and then turn around and I get hurt by somebody else because they believe what the person said, or they don't like what the person said. So it felt like I was fighting for everything. Fighting for my life. Fighting for my relationship. Fighting for the lie that was told about me, fighting through everything. Just fighting. That's all it was. Just chaos. For no good reason at all. Because life had changed for me. Life as I knew it, I was bringing in another life, and life was changing. God forbid God bless me with something. God forbid. That's how I feel. When good things happen to good people, it's like the world kind of like shake for a second. Whoa. Did she just get that she wanted? Did she just... And so many blessings was coming about. I ended up moving somewhere where I can actually afford to go to school, focus on my business. I had so many plans. And this is why I'm saying this. Don't ever let anything stop you from your purpose and your plans and the blessings that God gave you. Don't ever, 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 ever let anything stop you from what God said is yours. I thought that was my daughter's buzz. Listen, I went through, it seemed like hell while I was pregnant, going through a high-risk pregnancy. I was going through what seemed like hell. And I said, why? Why, God? Why? You know why? Because every time he blesses me with something big, the devil always sneaks his way up in there like a snake. Every time. Every time. Because I'm chosen. Because God don't play about me. Because I pray every single day, several times a day. I fast almost every single day. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And I'm saying this for everybody that has gone through something hard. And when they needed somebody to just come through and be like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. A person can watch you go through crap, the hardest thing in your life, and still be mean to you and nasty to you because of a lie, something that never even happened. That's my story, right? But I'm just saying in general, when people don't want to see you happy, they don't want to ever give you a break, they don't want to give it a rest, you know, you got a question in your mind, do this person actually... Okay, let me try to start the video back off where I left off at. Basically saying, don't let people get you out of your character or get you down. Now, because I was pregnant, going through all types of emotions, I was going through health challenges in my pregnancy. I was extra emotional. I was on edge, like just emotional. You know, I think I was doing good for my circumstances though, because it was a lot going on. But I want to just say this. I am a human being. The type of person that I am, I would never, ever, ever in life play with people to purposely hurt them or talk about people to purposely hurt them. I don't take the time out of my day to do anything like that. But when people just want to run their mouth and got so much things to say, they feel some type of way, they feel regretful of the things that they done. It's a lot of emotions going on. People will say just about anything. But I'm making this video because I want people to actually know the damage and the hurt and the unnecessary drama that is faced when nobody is speaking up to really say how they feel. In my situation, I don't think anybody really spoke up and said how they really felt until everything blew over, which took a while. But it was unnecessary. And it was unfortunate that it happened, but it was very unnecessary. And the reason why I want to talk about it, and I'm not talking about nothing in detail because I'm not trying to slander nobody. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, talk about nobody. You're not finna sue me, buddies. This ain't no defamation of character because this is my story. The devil can't have me. The devil can't have my mind. The devil can't have my soul. The devil can't have my body. The devil can't have no parts of me. And I had to learn this the hard way. I had to learn how to set boundaries, how to say no, how to say, nah, you're not going to disrespect me like that. I had to learn that. I was so kind to people. I always see the good in people. I always be like, nah, maybe they're going through something. The reason why I went through what I went through is because I kept on saying, nah, maybe that person is going through something. Maybe they going through something. Maybe they going through something. Maybe they going through something. Mind you, I'm going through all types of stuff. But I'm giving somebody the benefit of the doubt to turn around and attempt to hurt me. Because people will use your kindness as a weakness. Like, oh, she's so kind that I can treat her like this because she's not going to do anything about it. Well, I'm kind and I don't have to do anything about it because with prayer, that's everything that I need to do about it. And I'm saying that with all due respect. I'm going to pray on every situation that comes about in my life. Every decision that I have to make, I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to pray about everything. I'm going to put God. So yeah, I was saying I'm going to put God on everything. God is on everything in my life. Like, I'm putting God on everything. But I'm going to just end this with, let me just say this. And a few years ago for my birthday, I raised money for mental health for people that experience depression and anxiety because that was very near and dear to my heart because I experienced depression and anxiety. And I vowed to myself that I would never get to that point, ever. I vowed to myself that if I ever felt like I was going to ever get to a point where my mental health is not right, that I was going to speak out and say what is needed to be said. And I meant that. I'm not going through anxiety. I'm not going through depression, and I'm going to keep it all the way real. I'm not afraid to speak on anything because I know it's going to help somebody else. Speak up. Speak up. I went through hell and high water. God got me through it. I took care of my business. I took care of my responsibilities. And I went through a lot of things that should have never happened to a person like me. But it is okay because I can tell my story. The most important thing that you can do when you go through something is to help someone else. And with me opening up my mouth and being honest about situations that can really trigger your mental health, when somebody hurts you unexpectedly, you're not even expecting it, you didn't do anything wrong, and different things after that just keep happening. Different things. It's like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. Somebody that's close to you knows if something is bothering you or not, if something hurts you or not, if, I think it was very unnecessary what I went through. I think it was very unnecessary. And you never know when someone is on the terms of breaking down, giving up, on their way to the hospital, because that was me, what, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, not too long ago. It don't feel like it was long ago at all. That was me going to the hospital because my anxiety was so bad. I was having anxiety attacks. I was having anxiety attacks while I was at work. Trying to work. I was going to work every day having anxiety attacks. And Friday came, and I will never forget, I packed my daughter's stuff up and I took her over to my parents' house and I went to the hospital. And I don't even think, a lot of people don't even know this. And I went in the hospital and I would have anxiety attacks so bad that I would be dizzy and just out of it. Don't know what's going on. I'm like, what is going on with my body? I would be dizzy. It literally felt like everything was spinning around. It didn't feel like that. Everything, I was looking, but everything was spinning around. Every time I had an anxiety attack, it felt like I needed to sit down and get a paper bag and breathe. And I had never experienced anything like that in my life. And that was because I was taking on too much. I was arguing way too much with I was not getting the help that I needed. I was not looking out for my health like I should. It was a lot of things going on. And on top of that, I was going to work going through this. I didn't call to take a break. I was afraid to lose my job. I had bills to pay. I had a child to take care of. I have children. I have 2 children now. At the time, I just had my daughter. And it just felt like the world was just crashing down. I had never been through anything like that. I couldn't sleep. Nothing. And you know what got me out of that situation? Because I left the hospital. I told the doctor what I was going through, and he looked at me. He said, "You're going to be perfectly fine. You just need to get some rest. It's a lot going on in this life right now. COVID is happening, all these things." He was talking about people getting sick. It's a lot of people worrying, the economy, da 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 da. But the main thing for me was letting people get to me, letting people so close to me to be able to hurt me, to be able to hurt my feelings, make me feel bad. Because everybody that knows me know I keep my spirits up most times. I'm so calm. My demeanor is so calm. I'm always seeing the bright side of things. I'm always just getting through life, being strong, you know, not really worried about too much or nothing for real. Because I've been through things where I know how bad it could get. And as long as I'm up and I'm breathing and I'm able to pray and give God thanks, that's good enough for me. So, with all of this being said, I will and I always will be taking charge of my mental health, making sure that my atmosphere is peaceful, because I was by myself for so many years, just me and my daughter. It was nothing but peace. It was just so peaceful. And I cannot let how someone else feels that I can't control, you know, I can't control the situation. I can't control what happened. Something that happened a while ago take my peace that I prayed for. I prayed for this peace because that was the only way that I was going to recover from anxiety and depression, and I recovered from it. I do not have anxiety or depression today. I have my days where I can get sad about something. Like right now, I just lost someone very close to me. So, yes, sadness, grief, you know, that's normal. But it's nowhere near what I experienced that took me to the hospital. I checked my own self into the hospital because I had no idea what was going on with me. I prayed to God that I would never have to go through that again. And God got me out of that. And it was a process, it wasn't an overnight process. I might make a video about how I healed from my anxiety and depression, mainly the anxiety, because that was really, I really had to fight with that. But it was a lot of spiritual warfare that was going on with me during that time too. And so it was something that I had to do that I had never done in my life to heal myself. from that. And I might talk about that in another video. It's nothing crazy. It was a complete diet change. I completely changed my diet. I basically didn't eat meat for about 3.5 months. I was taking herbs to heal my nervous system, and getting sleep, making sure the herbs was helping me sleep, because with anxiety, it's hard to sleep. It was a lot of things. It was a process. But I worked hard to get myself back. And I'm not going to lie, because I'm not a liar. My nervous system right now feels a little off. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure that mentally my mind is clear. And I mean whatever it takes. Because I don't deserve to be treated any type of way other than respect. If something is bothering me or triggering me, making me feel some type of way, and I express that to anyone, anybody, it should be respected. And it's not about me controlling anything. It's not about me being nitpicky. It's about my mental health. One of the biggest things for me, because of things that I've been through, is respect. If I feel like a person don't respect me, I automatically feel like that person don't care about me, that person don't like me, that person wants to see my downfall. And that makes me feel very uncomfortable. I know that people can do things out of hurt, out of anger, out of not understanding, misunderstanding, whatever it is. But me, obviously, I like to keep it real. Put the elephant on the table. Let's talk. Let's talk. Because I have been a lot of things in my life. And I'm going to say this and everybody going to be, whoa, did she just say that? I have been a lot of things in my life, but I have never been a cheater. I have never been a hoe. I have never been a low down, gossiping whoremonger. I have never been Jezebel. Jezebel has never met me. I never met her. I don't want to meet her. I don't want to be in the same room as her. That's not me. That is not me. So I've had relationships just like anybody else. In those relationships, I was honest. As I could be. I was myself. I respect men. I was taught to respect men. I've always been honest. And I don't have no need to sleep around. I don't have no want to sleep around. It's never going to happen with me. It's not. And I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anybody, but when it comes to my body and when I care about a person, I don't really play those type of games. I only want peace, and I hope peace be still, and I hope that everyone involved, and they know exactly who they are, finds peace, because I'm tired. And this is me saying that something has overstayed is welcome. This is me saying that the drama has overstayed is welcome. I can't do the drama. I can't do the back and forth. I can't do, well, I blame you for what happened, da 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 da. So I'm going to have to go through this for God knows how long because you blamed me for what happened, for the lie that happened. No. That is a humiliation ritual. That is nothing but the devil trying to cause confusion in a situation that should be blessed and honored, and it should be love, it should be nothing but good things, but the devil has got his hands on it. I want no parts of it anymore. I want no parts of it anymore. I can't sit back and be calm and be collective and be like, it's okay. You know, it's okay. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And it's getting personal because I'm ending it off and I'm saying I'm being completely real. I'm not a perfect person at all. But a cheater, I'm not. I never slept around. I don't play those type of games. So I'm going to set the record straight publicly to whoever wants to hear it that I'm not going to let nothing get me down or get me back into a mental state where I don't want to be. Because that is not love. I hope that God truly bless each and every one of you that took the time to listen to this video. I know it is probably like, what? Listen, if you only knew. Don't let people get you down. Don't let people get you out of your character. Don't let people have you losing your mind and second guessing yourself and having low self-esteem. Don't let people make you think that you deserve anything other than greatness, respect, opportunities, love, marriage, all the things. All the things. Because you deserve it. You're deserving. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You're wise. Your light is so bright when you walk in the room. People are like, whoa, who is that? Who is that? It's groundbreaking. Don't ever lose yourself trying to gain something that don't want you. And that is this video. Bye, y'all. I'll be back. I know I'll be like, I'm coming back, da 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 da, but I'll be back.